You can see the obvious reason why I don't wear or use this one anymore. It's going to be a talk about my fitness tracker evolution over the years. As you can see, this is the one I am currently wearing. The Apple Watch SE, I believe this is the 2020 version one. This is the 40 mil aluminum case. This is actually my wife's rose gold one. My other one shattered, so I'm just wearing this because she never wears hers. And these two, you can go and look. I have separate videos on them on the channel. You can see the obvious reason why I don't wear or use this one anymore. It's not even charged. This was great starting out. This is a very cheap, it's called the Garmin Vivo Sport. No replaceable bands. The band obviously eventually rips. All over the reviews, and it's slowly just from years of wearing it. There's wear on the front. I don't know if you can very tell, but this was a good starting point. Is $50, refurbished on Amazon. Now you can't even find them new. They're selling for like 170 or something on Amazon, which is crazy. This Apple Watch isn't even that much. It works. It's got GPS. I wasn't a big watch person. As you can see, I am now. I got the watch tan and everything. So I wanted to start out slow and kind of gradually, ease my way into it. With wearing something that weighs, something on my wrist. So I wanted something very small. I'm actually really excited for Apple's Ring, if they ever come out with one. I've heard rumors that they will. But I'm sure they'll do a great job, as I am pretty, engrossed in the Apple ecosystem, phone, Mac, Apple TV, Apple Watch. I used to have an iPad, but I don't see any use for that. But anyways, that's a separate topic. So this is why I started out, small, lightweight, weeks of battery, days, maybe not weeks, but days of battery life. You could sleep with it, which is nice for the sleep tracker, which is also another reason I want to have a ring that tracks. I know there are some out there, but I like the Apple one. Then I graduated to this, which I think you can get now for 40 or 50 bucks. It is kind of not the best connections. It's really hard to clean. It's just a bunch of crevices, in here and everywhere. I think there are some other bands, but not nearly as many as Apple. It wasn't a color screen. It's still, very basic. It requires another Fitbit app, just like the Garmin app. But this was fine. This worked. Again, very lightweight. This is probably heavier than this, but still small, slim, low profile. It just kind of look funky on your wrist when you're just kind of walking around. It's very athletic type wear. Whereas with something like this, which is what I wear now, you can jazz it up and put different, maybe not with the gold and the mismatches, but you can jazz it up and put different, bands, put a nice, the metal bands, the Milanese loop bands and things like that. But this is what I normally wear. I guess this is still kind of more athletic looking. It is different with the crown on the bottom. I'm sure it looks funky for some people. Because most people are righties, so they wear it like this. But I'm a lefty, so I have to wear it like this. This is the band I picked. This is like a $12 band or something. They make it in a bunch of colors. It's infinitely adjustable. It stays on with this little clip right here, and then the little hook that goes in the side as well. So it's pretty sturdy. It hasn't fallen off. From use, this is my second one. From use, this will get looser and looser, so it'll come out easier. I've been in the water and around water and in water and swimming and stuff like that, and it hasn't come out completely. But I would definitely be careful with that. This is like a rubberized texture. So I wash my hands a lot, so being able to just dry it off and take it off and dry it off it's nice. With these, the way the Apple Watch goes on, it's easier to clean than something like this. When you get water or something in it, obviously, if you know anything about these Apple Watches, they have tons more features than any of these do. You can get cellular on this. You can call. You can text. It's a bigger screen. It's a color screen. You got weather and you got the fit. It's with, assuming you have an iPhone, it's integrated very well into your phone with the fitness app, showing. Let me pull it up here. Showing you summaries and your history and your walks and your awards and you can go through your day and month on the calendar. Obviously, as you can see, I've worn this for months and months and months and months. It does very well at tracking. You can look at heart rate. I love the decibel meter. That's one of my favorite. I have it here. Oh, you can see. I have it here on the home page as one of my most recent or most easily accessible apps to click on. Tracking steps, tracking sleep. This doesn't last more than a day for me, which is a little bit disappointing. You can get some of the newer ones or some of the bigger ones with bigger batteries, and they'll last longer. The charging mechanism, which is something I didn't touch on these. This has a little cable that you just poke in here. You just lay it down inside, which is decent. This has the most ridiculous charger. It's literally I'll throw a picture up. It's literally a clamp that goes around it, which leaves like 8 different ways for it to break and just not even work. Apple, obviously, as with most things, has the best solution. Just with they make a lot of third-party stuff where you can just lay it down, on a pad or straddling a pad or something like that. But they have the little circle that just magnets on, and induction charge or whatever you want to call it. Wireless charging. I guess it's not wireless charging. Maybe it is. But this is my, evolution, of my fitness trackers and just tracking stuff in general. I use the timer in the Hey Siri a lot. Asking Siri little questions here and there. Asking her to start timers, set reminders, set alarms. I think sunset, sunrise, things like that. This is obviously bigger, bulkier, heavier than these other ones. But this is pretty small for me in general on my wrist. Some people, the Ultra is way bigger, which I may eventually move up to. But I like this, even the smaller size. I think they make a 40, and either a 44 or a 40 and a 42. I'm not sure. In the SE, but this is the older one. It's only $100. This is like $150. Then that was a couple years ago that I bought this one. So they're probably even cheaper now. But this is a new enough model where the battery still holds and it's still good enough. And you still get the features versus not spending $800 or whatever it is on the big Ultra one. So that's my take on the evolution of me for my fitness trackers and what I thought and think the best, were and are currently, in terms of value. And that's all I got. Bye.